it's kind of frustrating when you stream. It's the same reason I won't stream playtests. Is even though I understand it's a playtest, sometimes people will see it and they'll go, "Oh, this game is garbage," not aware that I'm playing a playtest. And it's kind of like it'll be a game I'm excited about and I'm excited to show people about, but I don't want to hurt its reputation by putting a playtest on stream. I'm kind of a believer that you shouldn't let people stream your playtest just because I've interacted with the internet long enough to know that they don't understand what a playtest is. They barely understand what early access is, to be honest. And even that can be kind of harmful to a game. Like, people will watch this game and they'll be like, "Oh my god, there's so much wrong with it." It's like, yeah, we're playing an alpha version of the game. And some people just don't get it. But I mean, once they're strong enough that they can kind of hold up on their own, even in early access, I'm a little happier playing it. And Infinite Cycle is a great idea. Yeah, somebody in chat came up with that. A couple of people. It was
Soar Red Palms.
No, somebody said it before Palms, but they said it with
really, like,
the way they typed it was very strange, so I didn't understand it. And then I think Palms had either translated it for us or also came up with the idea. And I finally clued in. We're just slow. We're just slow at reading chat. What I'm gonna try to do is make my pipeline shorter. Maybe that will work, but I feel like it's the beta. It might be. Yes, the drop can't be too tall. Just keep that in mind. If the drop is too tall, then it won't cycle. Just make it high enough to fit the truck under, and it should be okay. This game is content drive, plays pre-release demo or pre-release demos. Yeah, like that was a big one when we played the gold mining sim demo. People are like, "Man, the performance isn't very good." It's like, this is a pre-alpha demo of the game. It's gonna be rough. It's still important to call it out though, because you want the devs to know, hey, like this is a priority for us. But some people are just like, they get so mad about it. They get so mad about it being in an alpha state.
Try being a Star Citizen streamer, Caden.
Oh no, thanks. That game's broken.
You're broken.
But I mean, that's
that way.
Even that is a good point about Star Citizen, right? Like, people do that with Star Citizen a lot because it is in early access. Now, should it still be in early access with that budget? Who knows? But it is an early access game. That's totally fair. That game's buns, bud. What?
What's the budget of Star Citizen?
How much money have they made now? Millions.
That's not the same
Millions.
as no. A billion. They broke a billion.
Billion with a B.
But listen to me. That's not their budget for the game.
Right.
That's them creating. That's what their fundraising was. But they also created a whole place from scratch.
Yeah. So it should be roughly half as good as GTA 6 about now.
It probably is.
Shoot.
Get out.
Hold on. I fudged it. 1 sec. You think outside the box you could use the game and make your own off-road track and race the pickups? I don't know if this game would be good for that, but Roadcraft would be. The driving is a little... Actually, no, it would work in this game. It would work. Is there any chance you could dump this and then dump what you've got and then scoop? No, actually, just hold on. I got it. Let me fix my own problem here. Hold on. Ask your dad if my brother is watching your dad. He's called Tractorman700. Dad is Tractorman700 watching your stream. On what platform, Dana? We can't see who's watching unless we unless you guys talk. So that's hard to know.
Get out of the way, boy.
Next.
Do you remember, Caden, do you remember what? Maya's friend, Jamie?
No.
Okay.
Never met them. Why?
So because she's here visiting.
Oh.
And she just kind of peeked her head in the door and says, "Oh, I didn't know you were a streamer. My dad's a streamer too. And he does DJ stuff."
What?
Yeah.
That's sick.
I'll get his stuff.
I was gonna say, go rate him or something.
I don't know if he's streaming right now, but
Oh yeah, Raul was just talking about it in general. That was the sense I got. Raul plays a lot of like demos and early access too, so I'm sure he's had to have that conversation that we've also had with the entire internet 5 million times. You get it a lot when you play simulators. The standard for simulators is a lot different. People will tolerate a lot of jank for simulators because there's usually only one game doing what it's doing, right? So like this game, for example, there is 2 games that do this. So the standard is a little bit different. This game plays like a game on the PS3 from 15 years ago, but because it's the only mining sim out there, you give it a lot of extra grace. Are you going to be speaking at SimCon in Schaumburg? They had streamers speak at the last one, according to the YouTube. I think I had asked we had talked to the owner about it. I don't know if we have a topic, but yeah, there were some ideas floating around for me speaking at SimCon. I think that'd be kind of good. I've only spoken at one expo before, and it was cool. It was a good experience just to do, but I'd definitely like to do more of that. He's watching on TikTok. You should go to Dad's TikTok and see if you can find him over there. That might be the trick. I think you should. You're a fountain of knowledge. I would have to pick a topic though, and also at SimCon, not SimCon, Sim Gaming Expo, there's a lot of people who know a lot about simulators there. I'd want to be offering some sort of unique perspective, not just I know a lot about steering wheels, because everybody there knows a lot about steering wheels and flight stuff and all sorts of stuff. I'd want to offer some sort of unique perspective, I guess.
I'd like to do like a panel, not necessarily like a Q&A kind of thing.
Yeah, panel would be sick.
Fun. I'd love to do it.
Q&A was what I did. I did a solo Q&A, and that was cool. But a panel, cool. I think a panel would be more fun. It's a lot of pressure to just be up there alone. And yeah, it was scary. I don't think I did very well. It was just it's just something I really wanted to do it for the first time. And I was like, I don't really care how this goes. I just want to do it for the first time, get it out of the way, and then I can learn from there. But yeah, it's way scarier than I thought it would be. Buying sim gear when you're under 4 feet tall. Okay.
Burn.
You guys are so rude. I wish I had questions for you at the expo. Crash was there. That's true. Crash was there. Yeah, there was not enough people there to do a Q&A. There was one lady in the front that was really putting in the work. I was so thankful for her because most of the questions came from her, and she was keeping it going. So thank you to whoever that was. But yeah, there's it just wasn't enough people for that kind of a Q&A. It also wasn't like I was doing a Q&A on being a content creator, and it wasn't a content creator focused expo. It was just kind of a fan expo type of thing. So gaming and anime. It was very gaming focused, but lots of like anime and TV shows and Marvel and stuff like that. So I think the topic really goes a long way. Did you both see the tourist that got launched into the air by a bison in Yellowstone? I saw that this morning. Yeah, that was, I hate to say it, it was a little satisfying to watch. It was a little bit satisfying.
Isn't that from years ago, though?
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, there was this guy and his wife, I'm presuming wife, that were walking around. And because they're supposed to stay in their cars, from what I understand, but they were walking around and a bison just came and wrecked the guy. They did the right thing running into the trees, but then the guy ran out of the trees and the bison picked up on it and just launched him. It sounds like he lived, so it makes the video a little easier to be entertained by. But he launched into the air. Did a cartwheel in the air. Oh my God, it was so good. Always a tourist or 10 that think they could go walk up to the 3,500-pound bison and pet them. Yep, it's a problem here too. For us, it's the bears, though. People will walk up to the bears thinking they're cute and cuddly, and then they'll get literally mauled to death by a bear.
And then
that
they're
guy.
shocked.
And then,
They're dying. They're like,
Yeah.
what?
The bison, I
Winnie
mean,
the
bison
Pooh killed me.
will still kill you. They'll still gore you to death, but the bears they kill tourists every single year here. It's insane. I think the old guy didn't even walk up to the bison. No, but you could even tell the body language was wrong because they stopped and looked at and turned towards the bison, which if I was a bison like that, I recognize that as the wrong type of body language around a bison to begin with. If you stop and face a wild animal, especially something like relatively territorial like a bison, you're challenging the bison. Like you're interacting with it aggressively. But people don't know that. Like, unless you grow up with animals, you don't really recognize that as body language that an animal would pick up on. Because animals
do
are
the same.
That's what?
Bulls do almost exactly the same.
Bulls do the exact same thing. Yeah. If you stop and look at them and face them, you're fighting a bull. That's how it goes. If they would have just kept walking, they would have been fine. But they should have been outside their vehicle. Yeah, I mean, people forget that animals are all about body language. Even cats. Like, cats pick up on body language so acutely. And unless you live with one, or a dog, dogs are like that too. Unless you live with them and understand it's kind of hard to understand. I think, like, as a farm kid, I clocked that immediately watching that guy. But I could see how people would not think that was an issue. So you mean I can't have one as a pet? You can have one as a pet, but you better be real darn good at reading body language and also exhibiting proper body language. You kind of learn with animals, and each animal
fences.
Really good fences. But you kind of learn with different animals, like horses. Horses are a good one to practice on because they are very nervous, but they're not aggressive. So they will react strongly to body language by running away or spooking or something like that. So you can kind of learn body language in a safer place. Whereas the more risky stuff like elk and bison and what's another one? Bulls, I guess, even cattle. You probably want to know before then. My dog did that when I was mad at her earlier this week when she threw the garbage can on the floor. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yes, Wilford, it 100% would be.
What?
Ask Caden why we're using a dump truck.
Would it be hard to run a conveyor belt straight to the plant instead of running a dump truck? It would be easy. Dump truck more fun, though.
The dump truck was more fun initially.
Do you know how much time I spent building that ramp? Literally dozens of hours on that ramp.
I suppose we have to use the ramp now.
I have to use the ramps. I have to use the roads. Half of this game was building those. And I did it the hard way. I wasn't even doing it out of concrete. I built those out of dirt and blood and sweat. Now we gotta use them. Animals have a fight or flight, and it's 9 out of 10. It's flight. That depends on the animals. Like, horses are 9 out of 10 flight, honestly. Bulls are
too
not
much of an issue with horses causing problems for your kid. I remember when Izzy, when she was really little, she kept on wandering around, and she'd be in there walking underneath the horses, and like no problem whatsoever, like none.
No,
they just knew.
But I think it's because she wasn't being nervous or mischievous about it. She was just going, and
yeah.
So I think like they really do pick up on stuff like that. I think animals, once they get comfortable with them, are really responsive to kids because kids are so unassuming and they just like naturally, I don't know if they naturally pick up on animal body language or if they just they're just very unassuming. So animals are comfy around them. But that was always the thing with the girls on the farm is all of the animals would interact with them just so gently. Like,
oh, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was almost weird. Like, Well, we didn't really have cattle. Like, well,
Not
we did
that
on
the
ranch, but
girls
we didn't have
interacted
cattle
with. No.
on the farm.
But they still interacted with the sheep and the goats and the cats and the horses. And the like all of those animals would treat them differently. It was so weird. My dog used my ring camera to detect movement and knows exactly where to go. They're smart. Oh, well, yeah.
My German Shepherd does exactly the same thing. Even my phone will have the same sound, notification sound. And now she doesn't react so much anymore. When she was a puppy, she'd go nuts. Now it's just like, boof. It's like, that was my notification that I got a text. Calm down.
Sparks had to be unleashed whenever animals were out because he wanted to scrap. You think I was fighting the animals? Just the sheep. Just the sheep. I remember headbutting the sheep and also riding the sheep. I don't think that the sheep liked me very much. I think they were...
No, the sheep did not like you very much.
The sheep liked the girls, but I don't think the sheep liked me. I would terrorize the sheep a little bit. Me and the dog, between me and Poppy, the sheep did not catch a break. Damon was best mates with the horses. Damon, I don't know. Damon did have a phase where he was riding horses and stuff like that, but he wasn't...
Not like the girls. The girls never grew out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Damon stayed super interested in the horses. I find it amusing that
cars.
Both of our families have named pets after flowers. Well, I realized, like, the more I think about it, the more I realized how often we would name things after flowers. We had so many animals named after flowers. I think he even liked Grandpa naming the horses. Like, before we were born, he was naming stuff after flowers, and we just kind of kept that. Every type of animal we had flower names. At least one of them had a flower name.
Name one horse with a flower name.
We definitely had horses with flower names.
No.
Don't think so?
No.
Was Honey Pearl not a flower? Maybe not. Maybe that's not a flower.
I think you're thinking of Honeysuckle, but we didn't have a horse named Honeysuckle.
No, we had one named Honey Pearl. You don't think we had any named after a flower?
No.
Never mind then. It's the girl's fault.
I got somebody asking over here, how did your son meet Austin Farmer?
We did an event in Wisconsin a couple of years ago for Farmstead 25, and we were hanging out there. And then I can't remember, why did we start streaming together? One of us must have had an idea for a series, and then we just made it, and it worked out. But I have met most of the farm sim content creators in person through that event and through other events. Like, most of the names you see floating around, we've all met in person. And then they all like to go to FarmCon, actually. I haven't done FarmCon yet, but a lot of the others know each other through FarmCon. Honey Pearl is a type of seedless grape. So, really? Interesting. I did not know that. Well, the tunnel won't actually take any longer because we don't scoop it any slower. It's just we would have to drive the truck. Well, I guess I would take time to drive the truck, but that's about it. Where's FarmCon? I think it's in the UK. Oh, no, that's Llama. FarmCon's in Germany. Llama's in the UK. A lot of them go to Llama as well. And then there are some egg shows in the US too that I know some people go to as well. I don't know what that is, JB. The game is called Out of Ore. Very good. Also, Neon Soul, thanks for the heart on TikTok. Appreciate that. When I was a kid, we had two pigs named Tom and Jerry. Incredible. I like that. Time to smooth that ramp a bit. Oh, the one I'm using, yes, 100%. That's so good, JB. I'm using that one. I'm stealing that. That's so solid, dude. You make money selling ore in this game or just make big holes? Yeah, you make money and then you use it to buy equipment and building materials and vehicles. And then there's also XP too. So you do it to unlock new things, like unlock bigger vehicles with XP. And then there's a skill tree as well that you need XP for. We have nearly infinite money and we are maxed out in XP right now, so none of those things matter to us. Now it's a matter of building the stuff we want to build. So right now we're mining stuff for asphalt so that we can pave our area up there, out that where you can see that pavement starts. That's what we're doing here. How did I meet Blue Sparks TTV? That's a good question. Don't remember.
I met him first.
He's lived in my house. Should I get it with Austin on Thursday? Yes, you should. Please do it. Please do. I won't tell. I won't tell. If you get Austin with sock on, I will not interfere. Need to make your dad play My Summer Car and My Winter Car. I bet he'd have fun with that. I don't think you know Dad very well. I think he would hate those games with a burning passion. I think he would hate them more than he could explain. Imagine... You know how intuitive of a game DayZ is?
Yeah.
Imagine a third of that intuitiveness in a game.
What do you mean?
Less
intuitive.
It's not. It's not. Only once you've been playing Arma for 10 years.
That's fair.
But like, imagine something worse than that in terms of the way it works, in terms of discovering things. Like you can't just, I mean, you can look them up for that game, but nothing works how you think it should. It's all insane.
See, I think I enjoy those things more than you do.
Okay, then you should play My Summer Car. If that's true, I mean, you may not like it because it's a driving game, but actually you might enjoy it partially as a mechanic. You might have a slightly better time than I would, because I struggled to build the car, but you build it like literally by the bolt.
See, that sounds amazing.
But then you have to, so that part's not so bad. It's interacting with the world while you do it that's really difficult to do. Because like you don't have all the pieces. You have to like do jobs around town, but they like the jobs don't tell you how they work. You just kind of have to trial and error it.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you would. I think there's some parts that you would like the mechanic stuff, but I didn't like the game for that reason. I like My Winter Car a little better, but I did struggle with how unintuitive.
I think I saw Ultra playing My Summer Car, if I'm not mistaken.
She probably was, yeah. Would he like cheap car repair? Depends how much Dad likes silly games. I think My Summer Car is more serious. Like, it's definitely silly in some ways, but it's more serious. Cheap car repair is more goofy, I guess. But maybe. Both of those games have similar vibes. It's very unforgiving too. You hit a bump and your car is in 30 pieces. Yeah, if you're not, and if you're playing how it's intended, which is permadeath, that
would irritate me.
Yeah, you just have to play it like it's real. Like you can't apply video game logic to My Summer Car. You have to pretend, like treat it like it's real. And then when you don't and you forget, that's when it punishes you for doing it. You really have to. You got to take it like weirdly seriously. Soften this up.
I mean, it sounds kind of interesting.
You could give it a shot. I would say it would be worth a few hours of testing to try. But I played My Summer Car first. Does it bother you to use a guide to play a game? Like have to use a wiki? Or no?
I don't enjoy that part of it.
Yeah, I tried playing it without a wiki and it was a genuinely just boring experience. But you could try it. Chat can also help you out a little bit too, which is nice. I don't know. I'd give it a shot. It's probably, as somebody who likes simulators, it's something you gotta play once and try. I might try it on the Steam machine now just so I can play it a little more chill. Modfather, thank you for the 20 streams straight, dude. Holy. I built and rebuilt the engine so many times I almost know it from the top of my head. And it's like, yeah, like I'm able to build the engine and stuff. I think the only thing I struggle with now is the tuning of the car. So like, and it's relatively realistic. Like you listen to the sound of the engine and you tweak parts of the parts of the car and the engine to solve problems.
That's neat. If it's like you say,
just getting to that part. Just getting to that part. There's a lot of barriers to that part of the game, which I think is frustrating, but it is cool. A tree for Petunia? You got it, dude. Where she is. She'll find it, though. I don't know if you asked this, but where are you going to stream from the... are you going to stream from the Steam machine? No. All it would look like for you guys is watching a game that runs worse than my regular PC. Like, my regular PC is a great rig. And so all it would be from your experience is it would look exactly the same, but the game just would be running worse and looking slightly worse. That's it. I definitely bought it just for my own personal use. I'll do a video on it and share my experience, but that's about it. One thing I hate the most, electrical, I'm never able to connect all of them. Oh, really? I mean, it does most of it for you. A lot of it is, you just place electrical bundle and it puts it in. But I think that's the same complaint of everybody who's ever worked on a car in the last 40 years is the increasingly difficult electrics. Is the map exactly the same on this game, or does it randomly generate the underground ore layout every save? Somebody told me it randomly generates the ore layout on maps like this. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. I'm pretty sure the ore layout is the same on the ones that already have a mine. Like, I think it has pre-placed ore so that people can, excuse me, get to the ore a little bit faster. But yeah, somebody else was telling me that it seems to be randomly generated, or maybe they just weren't mining in the same place we are. Be super easy to check. Just look at some of the early mines we did and then see if there's ore in the same place, I guess. When's Farm Sim? Tuesday. We'll be back to Farm Sim. Eli, thanks for the follow on TikTok, dude. Appreciate that. This looks fire. What game is this? This is Out of Ore. It's a mining simulator. Oh, I gotta take the truck. I keep forgetting to take the truck. I need like a bell. I needed to have a bell function when it's full. I don't even look at it.
I don't think it's full yet, is it? Oh, yeah, it's getting pretty close.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's overloading right
You can
there.
tell when it's kind of when it's squared off. You can
Yeah, exactly. It squares off at the top, and then the bottom or the sides are exactly level with the sides of the bucket.
Yeah.
Then you're good. Is Farm Sim 26 a good buy? If you're a fan of mobile games, like Farm Sim 26 on mobile isn't better than Farm Sim 25 on console or PC. But if you are playing 23 on mobile and you want like a new one for your phone, I liked it. I was a little disappointed that it doesn't let you start from scratch, but neither did 23. So if you like 23, I think you'll like 26. They added animals and actual mechanics from 26. I heard they added GPS, but I wasn't able to figure it out. Stardy, thank you for the 200 bits, dude. What the heck was that for? Oh my god. The conveyor belt you won't have to worry about. I like driving the truck. It's a nice break from scooping. I don't have to sit in that mine for hours.
99% of the time.
Well, you can drive the truck if you want. I'll scoop. YouTube VODs make you sound very funny. My YouTube VODs make me sound very funny? My YouTube VODs or my clips? And why? Are they like sped up or what? You watching them super fast or super slow, Palms? How'd that area you were dozing look before when you were done? Oh, you want to see it? I'll show you. Oh, the edits. Oh, yeah. We're only funny every few hours, but our editor is very skilled at finding those moments and putting them in.
Yeah, we gotta try to be funnier more often.
You can't force it. It just has to happen naturally. I'll show you. It looks good over there. I'm super happy with it. No, this isn't Roadcraft, dude. Could you imagine? That'd be awesome. The edits make you funny constantly. Yeah. That's kind of the difference between watching streams and watching videos, right? Look at that. Look how good that looks, dude. It's not perfect. There's obviously still some rumbly bits to it, but honestly, I think it turned out really, really well. And when it's paved, you can kind of see kind of see some ripples in it, but not worth fixing. Looks way better. Yeah, we killed it. I play solo, so I have a big wheel carved into a hillside, digging pay dirt, conveyors, go back to the factory, pumping out gold bars, still working on 4 knocks. That's how we started for that pit. Like we were just doing, we spent probably 30 hours or so, 20, 30 hours just running bucket wheels to carve out the pit. And now, I mean, it's actually insane how deep this pit goes. I have to step back and look at it every once in a while.
We should check the upper factory for bars. We might be overflowing at this point.
Oh yeah, is it still processing or is it done? I think you said it was done processing, didn't you?
No, the other one, the one that
the new factory.
Okay.